Hello everybody and every pony, and we're back with Flicker. And I do apologize. This is kind of like just my art style. This is actually a version of me as a unicorn. And I also have to apologize. I named the 15th part 15, 14. I actually made a typo because I thought the first upload didn't upload. So I accidentally named it 14, but that is part 15. So please watch it. And this story is by Pony, and it's also read by Forrest McGilvray. And I just want to give another shout out to Forsaken Paladin 616 for saying my videos were really unique. It really means a lot to me that you said that. So, and if you guys like this kind of style of how I listen to videos or react to it, let me know in the comment box. But yeah, without further ado, let's continue.
Spines sat atop its arched back. Its slender body was supported by a pair of monstrous clawed forelimbs that dwarfed a far smaller pair of scythed appendages sprouting from behind its ribbed chest. Yet none of that was what caught Starlight's attention in the briefest of glimpses, as it was eternally scarred into her terrified mind. All that did was the thing's large, crested head. It was devoid of all natural features, save oozing nostrils and a slavering maw. The thing was almost like a hooked beak that twitched and shifted like the clicking mandibles of
So is it a bird?
Even so, the whole thing
I'm not really sure what that is still.
Grace,
I'm sorry.
Dribbled over its partly illuminated body. Puffs of hot vapor and spits of dribbling water fleeting from its fanged mouth as it exhaled. Rivers of neon blue light swam in
I had to turn my fan off.
Under its translucently dark hide, all a strangely beautiful betrayal of its deadly nature.
Again, sorry, that was just really loud.
Hiss and a sharp flick of its head, the beast
please no.
At Starlight. Instinctively, she ducked back down as fast as she could, begging Celestia it hadn't seen her as she covered her muzzle and battled not to scream. She then pressed her hooves to her
I'm sorry, but I think I would scream.
Closed her eyes as the water shifted again. She could feel its eyeless stare as it peered into the rock as to melt the cover away and expose her to its brutal savagery. The water rippled again, this time followed by a loud
What would you do in this situation? No joke.
The creature seemed to move from its rocky perch. The urge to just look was overwhelming. Her lungs were like a hurricane, and she could feel the rapid beat of her heart as it tried to thump its way out of her chest. Every other sound meant nothing as the antagonizingly long seconds drew on. Even the...
You know, like, I swear, this thing does not sound friendly at all. Like, at all. I mean, this thing go in my asshole, it breed me. Gonna have to learn to breastfeed the next generation of Walters. For real. That's me saying something. Breastfeed unidentified creatures 101. I'm not really about that. I'm not really about that at all. At all. But, you know.
Creature's movement through the water disappeared as time went by, and finally, Starlight could resist no longer. Her head shot up to where she'd seen the beast, only to see the rock empty, as was the rest of the cavern. Confusion only held her for a moment, however, as terror soon began to boil within her veins. She jumped over her cover and moved to the cave's center, keeping an eye on every possible entrance. Still, the darkness remained not.
Long as it's not my booty hole, that's all I care about. I don't want anything trying to breed me.
She could only
It's uncomfortable.
They hadn't seen her. Maybe
very uncomfortable.
And she was free? No. She wasn't so naive.
She's never free. No one's
free.
free.
It was still here, somewhere.
What?
And she wasn't going to give it a chance to do to her what it had done to her friends. She knew now for sure.
Well, yeah,
no ghost,
probably wouldn't want that either.
Or any sort of supernatural being. It was a real flesh and blood animal. A parasitic.
I'm a real flesh and blood animal.
That had violated
I'm a human.
Friends.
But I'm also a unicorn in the other world. But we'll talk about that later.
And for all.
You know,
that was when she saw it.
Makes more sense that way.
In the watery shadows was that distinct crown of blue light that marked what she now knew to be its head crest. Starlight
Head
locked eyes with
crest.
its quivering maw as the segmented orifice twitched and slowly parted. The thing looked right into her, seeing what she was on an inequine level that clearly didn't require eyes. Then its mouth
What about my
opened
eyes?
wider.
I require my eyes
A
too.
virtual ring of glinting black fangs as it gave a
Fangs!
loud, clicking hiss.
Oh,
Starlight
God.
narrowed her eyes and lowered her horn as her blue magic flashed to life. The creature gave a loud shriek as it jumped up and charged right at her. "This is for my friends, you monster!" she called fiercely as a blue
This is
bolt of
for
fire
my. This is
exploded from her
Narnia.
horn,
For
pressing
Narnia.
the creature down
For
with a
for
wild
Narnia.
flash and a cloud of steam. Starlight looked up as the hissing fell silent, a wave of relief falling over her, the likes of which she'd never imagined. Yet it was swiftly overcome by the wave of traumatic emotions that followed. First and foremost, she looked to where her attacker had fallen, only to see its rippling image reform as if it were no more than water. Then she froze. That was only water. It was only a reflection. There was a cold puff of breath upon the back of Starlight's trembling neck.
What?
Wet slime.
No.
She gasped, quivering eyes going wide.
No. You can't do that to me.
A hiss sounded right beside her.
You can't do that to me.
A soft blue glow
You can't.
caressing her face as it did.
Oh, I think this is the end. I think she's done. I think she's done. I think she's had enough. You can't do that to me. Being so well written and so terrifying and you know, it's things like this where it makes the story so good that I really feel like I'm in the story and I feel like I'm about to get raped in my asshole. So, you know, let's just continue with the story.
So, she couldn't turn, run, or even scream as the barbed whip coiled around her and everything exploded in a painfully bright blue flicker.
What? What? She's dead, isn't she? She's completely dead. Well, I think she's done. That actually ends chapter 5, so...
Flicker. By...
Oh.
Xenopony.
My bad.
Read by... Forrest
So this is like
McGilvray.
the last chapter, it's chapter 6.
Chapter 6. Epilogue. The large wooden door to the ruined castle hung ajar as the small group of ponies approached.
It hung ajar.
The group were 3 bouncing fillies that, despite their excitement, had finally
Did he just say 3 fillies? Okay, I see where this is going. I see exactly where this is going.
a chance to come into the forest bore hints of fear in each of their hearts. It had been at least a day since any of them had seen
They haven't seen anything yet.
Sisters, and worry was in no short supply. Behind them was a larger red stallion with an equally concerned look in his eye. In fact, none of the 6 or so ponies with him.
Is that Big Macintosh?
Looked at all right.
That is so Big Macintosh.
Hey, Applejack. Sis, you in there? Applebloom called.
Nobody's home.
As she, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle entered the crumbling
Just the
castle,
monsters.
the others calling for their sister and idol, respectively. No response came
There's no respect
from the
here.
decrepit structure, but a cold wind, and each of the fillies looked back at the first 2 ponies that had followed them in with perplexed expressions. "Don't be too loud, girls. We need to hear if any pony's trying to call us," said Miss Cheryl.
Yeah, for sure. If anybody needs help, just scream out
above,
at least
brutally.
whatever breath you have.
"Sorry, Miss Shirley." Applebloom responded, but her frown was met with a small smile from her teacher.
I so
"It's
see
all
where
right,
this is
Applebloom.
going.
I know you're worried. I am too," she responded as reassuringly as
You're
she
apparently
could.
not worried enough.
"I'm not. I know Rainbow Dash is totally up to spending a night out here. We'll find her and the others in no time,"
Totally.
Scootaloo said, dismissing her concern with a hoof wave. "Yeah, Rainbow maybe, but I can't imagine Rarity would be too fond of all this dirt, Sweetie Belle added, scuffing at the overgrown floor.
I think she's more worried more than about dirt right
worry,
now.
None about it. Like
How about some death?
We'll find 'em. Big Mac added, earning an appreciative smile from the smaller mare.
You're not
as
gonna
more
find...
ponies
Okay.
moved in behind them.
You're not gonna
Right.
find him. I'm just
We
saying.
should split up and cover more ground. Every pony, buddy up and pick a direction. Call out if you find anything.
Or
Shirley
scream.
instructed, looking at the larger stallion beside her. Rat, can we come with you, big brother? Applebloom asked, looking
Of course, you can come with me.
The question drew the attention.
Come with me to the
both
land of dead.
stallion and the school teacher.
It's fun down there.
Appearing a little disheartened, but she smiled nonetheless as the former just nodded. Right, I'll take 'em. Meet you back here as soon as we find something, Big Mac stated. Then,
If we
began
don't, that
towards
probably
the
means
far
we're all
side of the
dead.
chamber with the fillies. I bet they're all just caught up in some books or something. Remember the last time? Sweetie Belle said, as the three of them walked along the ruined
Okay.
hall, Big Mac close behind. Sure is strange of him not to tell us about it, though, Applebloom offered, yet her attention was stolen as she noticed something shift in the corner of her eye. Off to her right, down a darkened hall.
You already
she
know
thought
where
she
this
saw
is
a
going.
faint flicker dart across the gloom.
You just
And
know.
she paused curiously as it disappeared into the shadows. Hey,
You
y'all
know,
see that? She called to the others. Every pony stopped and looked, except for Scooter.
no,
whose
I
eyes
don't
became
see that.
focused
Not till
on a
I'm
small
you know
fence
what?
on the other
You know
side
what?
of the hall. See what?
Sorry about that.
Sweetie asked, cocking her head in confusion as she tried to peer into the gloom. I don't know. It looked like some kind of lat or something. Only it was blue. Applebloom explained, raising a hoof to her muzzle. Hey, you two, come take a look at this, called Scootaloo. But the orange Pegasus words were lost.
Don't go.
As Big Mac began down the side corridor Applebloom had pointed out. Y'all stay right there. Don't leave my sight, you hear? The red stallion instructed as he began towards the far end of the dark hallway. Both Applebloom and Sweetie
This
Belle
is gonna
nodded,
go south
but
very
before
quick.
they could say anything, they were tapped on the back by Scootaloo. Hey, didn't you hear me? Come look at these things, the Pegasus said.
Come look at
excitedly,
what?
directing her friends over to the small hole in the wall. All the
No.
while, Applebloom kept glancing back at her older brother as she peered around the corridor at
No.
the far end of the hall.
You can't
Then,
do
she
that
looked
to
into the
me.
crevice Scootaloo had pointed out, along with Sweetie, to see a set of 3 faintly glowing black orbs. Each of the spheres seemed to brighten at their presence, as if excited to see the 3 curious faces that peered at them.
I'm not excited.
Sweetie asked, but Scootaloo just shrugged.
What was
Beats me.
that?
But don't they look totally awesome? The Pegasus said eagerly. Meanwhile,
Why don't you get a closer
Applebloom
look?
took another look down the opposite hall, only to see her brother had vanished.
Get a real good
Cocking
look
her head
there.
in confusion, she took a step forwards. A
No.
peculiar scent drifted upon the air. Then, once again, that strange blue light
No.
flickered in the corner of her eyes.
No.
Ooh, I think that one just moved.
No.
Pointing a hoof as one of the glowing orbs shifted.
Just stay away from him.
Let me take a look,
No.
Lulu said as she pushed in beside Sweetie. And, true to the unicorn's words, one of the orbs shuddered brightly. Hey, Applebloom, come take another look.
Yeah, come take a look at Walter. Meet your Uncle Walter, your great uncle. Probably 7 ponies and a dragon. Great uncle.
From one of the orbs,
I mean,
as she peered down at its glowing heart with a fascinating
don't
interest.
do it.
The light within flickered restlessly once more, growing brighter and brighter.
This is gonna
before it
be
suddenly
very
died
bad.
altogether.
Really quick.
Before, finally, the gleaming black surface of the orb split open with a sharp crack.
Well, now, that was really good. I'm actually glad we got to the very end of chapter 6, and we ended that very well. And I do it, like I said, again, that was awesome. That was really great. But, yeah, I do apologize again for just having this video. I was trying to test out some animation, or not animation, just little clips or little slides where I'm actually, here, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm actually just moving my clips from different stages of my position. So it's really interesting how I'm controlling myself here on the computer, but this is just kind of how I don't know. I kind of got like really interested in what I look like as a unicorn, so I used Pony Creator. And this took me actually 2 hours to do. And also, as you can see, yeah, this is what I look like. So we have that. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, though, for real, if you just want me to keep doing it this way, or if you want me to react just my normal reaction. Because so far, I think people like my better reaction than this, but because this is like my first time doing it. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want me to do it like this as my unicorn pony self, or you want to see just my regular face and want me to just do it the other way. But yeah, as you can see, I have this setting. It's supposed to be like the castle, and there's claw marks all everywhere, so, wait. Claw marks? Well, guys, I forgot about where I'm at right now, so I'm gonna have to catch you later, so I'll see you later.